Okay guys, so I have not been back out here to spray, but I'm having a couple concerns. So I'm going to show you the good stuff first. So as you can see, there is a little baby squash starting right there. Yes ma'am, or sir. That is a spaghetti squash. Now I have noticed one or two more along these when I was looking. However, when you follow this right about here, these leaves start to look bad again. And then if you follow it, all of that's dead. So here's my concern. So, again, look, another little squash. I have these little squashes showing up. However, I have a mostly dead plant. Now, they did have some cutworm damage down at the base. However, they started to reroot right about where those dead leaves are. So I feel like if I dig it out up here, that I'll continue killing the plant. So, however, when I follow this plant, the only live leaves for this guy right here is this one that's pretty much looking dead, this one, and that one, which is almost. And I mean, other than that, the rest of these are not looking healthy at all. And this thing has not, I don't feel like it's gotten any bigger. So now I'm concerned, like, is that it? Is it done? Is it not going to get any bigger? Because the damage it had towards the base of the plant. So I'm leaving it alone for now. I'm going to keep an eye, but I feel like it should have been full grown by now. It's been here forever. Alright guys, and look at this guy. That is my okra. It finally popped up about 2 days ago. I had such high hopes that these things grew so much faster than what it has been, but we'll see. It might just be my wishful thinking, but it's really the only okra plant that's truly survived. I have a little small one on the other side of my spaghetti squash plants, and from over here it looks like they finally got about 6 inches tall. And then I have that one right there, which is barely anything, and the one leaf that it has is very holy, and the other one, well, not the one leaf, but one of the couple leaves it has is very holy. Alright guys, then I have this plant, which I believe is my honey melon, finally taken off. Very small, viney, so we'll see. This side the same way, very small, viney. Alright guys, these are some tomato plants that I took the clippings and then I planted them in some pots. I have them throughout. There's one right there, and then quite a few right there. I'm starting to see some blight on the tomatoes that are in my raised bed, so I'm just hoping that I could save some of them. And so when I rip these ones out, I will have plants that are hopefully about 2 or 3 feet tall already by the time that time comes around. Alright guys, all these flowers starting on my eggplants. Still not seeing any eggplant yet. I was hoping to see something by now. So I don't know. I feel like this plant was stunted. I might have put it out a little bit earlier than what I should have. But could have, should have, would have. All we could do now is sit and wait. Alright, and then I have this little squash, which reminds me, my squash up front have sprouted, so they're starting to look really good. They're a couple inches tall now, so I'll be out there in a moment to water it. This is another tomato plant that I cut. It looks bad, but I have it laying on its side, so it should start to lean up towards the sun. That's the plan. I planted a good 10 inches under the ground sideways to let it root, so hopefully we'll see. some good growth, some good healthy growth on that one. Alright guys, and then the rest of it is just, look, I got some cucumbers. I have some nice sized cucumbers out front too, so it'll be nice to finally be able to see the growth out front. Guys, this plant, these are my green beans. They did not do much vining when they were over there by themselves. And then once I planted all these, for some reason they just started growing into each other and vining, and they're like completely weaved together. So I'm not impressed, but it is what it is. We'll see. Just as long as they don't choke out any of my cucumbers, because then they'll have to be taken out. Alright guys, my zinnias. Still no zinnias to talk about. Guys, that's a plum peanut plant, so we'll see if I get any peanuts in that. That's just a test to see. If it works out, then I might give them a small, instead of a 4x8, maybe like a 2x8, like our blueberries and raspberries, and do some peanuts in it next year to see how much I can get. Alright guys, I still do not have any squash. I took my tomatoes and grabbed them early this morning in fear that it might rain and ruin the flavors. This so far seems to be my biggest one, so. Alright guys, I still haven't got a pink one. I'm hoping to see a pink one soon. My pink jazz, I think they're called. But this is the mess I'm looking at. Look at all these little tomatoes that's still trying to grow. Alright guys, these things are still very, very tall. I came out here and did a lot of pruning this morning too. Alright, see, it's starting to get a lot of yellowing starting. So these will probably be pulled out, I say, in about 4 weeks. And then I'll have to plant some new ones, and hopefully they'll have time to give me something. But for now, guys, my basil, the marigold open down here, but again, nothing on these zinnias except for a bug. Alright guys, I will see you on the flip side. Just picking the flowers off the basil so it doesn't taste yucky. And be blessed.